Matt and I are fixing to fix supper. We're going to make a joint effort. He's going to make the star of the meal, though. His smothered chicken that he made last week. Can you remember how to do it? Matt never writes down nothing, doesn't go by a recipe like me.
I think so, but I've only made it once, so I wouldn't call it a star. It may flop and not be no good.
It would be good. It'll be really good. It was delicious last week. We're also going to have some other really good things. We've got some squash here that we've been getting out of the garden, so I'm going to fry some squash. We've got some cucumbers straight out of the garden. That's going to be really good. And then we have some corn. It did not come out of our garden.
The squash and the corn is what's going to be the star of the meal.
Well, it's going to be good. But we got some corn from Farmer Tim down the road. His corn is already coming in. He started much earlier than we did. We did work in the corn, though, this morning, didn't we?
We did.
We weeded all of the second planting of corn that was all laid down like a giant comb had been combed through it. It all raised back up, and we weeded it this morning, and it was a job.
It was hot.
It was hot, and it was thick, thick weeds. The rain has been so wonderful this summer compared to last summer that was so dry, but it's also helped all the weeds grow. Mm-hmm. So that garden has been so much weedier than it was last year.
Yep.
It really wasn't that bad last year because it was just too dry. It's too dry for any weeds to grow. So what's your first, I know what I got to do as far as the squash and the cucumbers is really easy. Just peel them. We got to go shuck the corn. It's still not been shucked, still not ready to cook. And what do you got to do first for your chicken?
I got to get the chicken ready, get it out and get it beat, and then get the onions cooked, and then shred some cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll take a few minutes.
All right. Well, I'll let you start on your chicken because the rest of mine won't take that long, and we will just boil the corn. We love boiled corn. That won't take long either. Mm-hmm. So, and it was just picked this morning, so it'll be really good. Be really good.
Yeah, I'm going to founder myself on that.
Corey and Austin's going to eat with us tonight, so they're going to be very pleased with the menu. Austin especially, he'll be excited. I'm anxious for him to try the chicken. When Matt made it last week, it was just me and him and Katie, and it was just really good. And it's not too hard, is it?
No, it ain't too hard. It ain't hard at all. It's just a little bit time consuming, but it's not hard at all.
And you could use any kind of chicken cut, I guess, but we're going to use boneless chicken breasts. Sometimes I buy those like that come in usually you can get them like they're frozen. They're cheaper that way, but they're like an organic brand, and they're individually wrapped, so you could just get out 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever you need, or 5 tonight. So, but you could use, I guess, whatever you wanted. Mm-hmm. Probably work better with that, though.
Yeah, it works pretty good.
For a smothered chicken like this.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the time I don't care much for boneless, skinless, nothing. But it does work well in this recipe.
Yeah, for this. Okay, I'll let you get started.
All right. So I'm going to kind of saute some onions and get them partially cooked down, kind of translucent, and then pull them out of the pan and set them aside because they'll go back in at the end right when it's time to put the cheese on. I just like to get them cooked and get them out of the way. You can also cook the chicken in the same pan with some of the drippings, and it's pretty good. Alright, there's the onions, and I've already got the chicken tenderized. You can do that in any number of ways. How I do it is put each breast in a Ziploc bag, gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and tenderize it with an ice cream spoon. You can do it with a coffee cup or a saucer or a meat tenderizer, or however you want to do it. That's just a quick, easy way that I found to do it, and it works pretty well. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the cheese shredded. And this is just an extra sharp cheddar. You can use anything you want. And I'm going to also add a little bit of smoked Gouda.
Be happy to take one of those off your hands.
Go ahead. That'll probably be enough. The next thing will be to get the onions cooking and get those cooked down, and then it'll be time to start the chicken. So I'm just gonna kind of saute these in a little bit of avocado oil, a little seasoning. Alright, I've got the onions about where I want them. I'm going to get those out, set them aside, and it'll be time to cook the chicken.
While Matt's inside working on his chicken, here's some thunder in the distance. We've already had rain one time today. I'm going to shuck the corn. I guess I'll do about, we got a bag from Tim, but I guess I'll do about 2 pieces per person. And then if somebody don't eat 2 pieces, I'm not sure I can eat 2 pieces even, with all that other good stuff. Someone else will eat it, or it'll be used as leftovers, one or the other. I usually just shuck my corn outside. You really hear the thunder now. I better get on the move on, hadn't I, and quit talking. A lot of people do it different ways. Some people like to cook theirs in the microwave and leave it in the shucks. There's all, just like anything else, there's all kinds of ways for you to boil your corn if you want to eat boiled corn. I like to shuck mine, get all the silks off, give it a rinse in the sink, have my water boiling, and then drop it in the boiling water for about 3 minutes, and that's it for us. I know some people like to cook it a lot longer than that. That's okay. Everybody's got to do whatever they want to do. Reminds me of some people tell me they just eat it right there in the field. Shuck it, take a big bite out of it. It's delicious, just like that too. So everybody has to find their own way, but that's how we do ours. And I usually shuck my corn right here under this tree, and so by the end of the year there's a giant pile of corn shucks right there. Tim also grows Silver Queen, so of course we would love any corn he grew, but we especially like it because he grows what we like. That's what we grow. Pretty corn. Oh. It's pretty. It's gonna be delicious.
Looking real forward to that.
Me too. I think it's storming down in Murphy. I hope Katie's back home.
She is.
Sounds like a big storm. And Matt's hoping it doesn't come back here and blow our corn down again.
Yeah.
So how many do I need if I need 2 apiece? I said I was going to do 2
10.
apiece. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm part way there. Big thunder. I think 10's enough, and that'll give us some for tomorrow night too.
Yeah.
Or for breakfast. Right, I'm done. It's gonna be so good, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Fresh, straight from the garden. Not our garden, but a garden close, close by.
Just down the road.
Got the corn ready to go in the water when we get that far, and Matt's got his onions cooked, and so I'm gonna get the squash started, do the cornbread. have that boiling water ready, and it won't be too long, and we'll be ready to eat. I gotta cut up the cucumbers too, though. I forgot about that.
Thank you. Thank you. Good boy.
Come on, Mama. You call Mama?
Mama's got the toy.
Did Amazon deliver a package here today for me? I got this lady telling me that.
Oh, I bet that might be the driver.
All right, Ira.
Thank you, bye. I forgot all about them. He said he's sorry he's running late. I told him he didn't have to deliver it today, but he basically said, Uline ain't as nice as you and I have to.
So when's he coming?
He's got one more stop. He's going to go to it, and then he'll call us.
Okay.
So why don't you start on the chicken and get it done? Even if it was just sitting there, wouldn't it be okay?
This won't be as good if it's cold.
Well, I mean, we can wait till after he comes, but
Okay. I
it
mean,
may be 40 minutes or something. Which it still wouldn't take long to put it all together, even if we waited. So whatever you want to do.
so she ran into Tim
Yeah.
at the grocery store. He has 15 gallons of blueberries.
Wow.
Does anybody need any? And she said,
Yeah.
so we need to go get some and freeze them.
Yeah, we could do that.
He said he picked 6 gallons yesterday.
Well, I bought a gallon from him. That's where that gallon come from.
And he got 15 gallons. We need to get those, and they will freeze them.
Oh yeah, they'll freeze great.
So
Yeah.
we need to freeze them and put them up.
Yeah. All right. Well, you want to wait a minute?
Well, it
Or
don't
you
matter.
wanna
I go
go?
ahead and cook it. I don't care.
Hey, Papa,
What?
go look.
I mean, I cook it and that part will be done.
Matt's going to start his chicken. We have a delivery that's been supposed to come all day, and of course it's always going to come during supper, right? So we had to decide about that, but I think Matt's going to go ahead and just cook the chicken, and then I can be cooking everything else. And if you have to run down the hill, living on the Goat Bluff, if you have a big delivery, it's often easier to get it delivered to Corey and Austin's
Yeah.
because it's flat.
Delivered down there, and then I can go down there if it's a pallet or something with the tractor and the forks and pick it up and bring it up here and put it in the basement.
So this is a lot of shipping supplies that's coming today. We go through a lot of shipping supplies with the cookbook and the mugs and the CDs and egg separators and all that. Very, very nice driver though. I told him he could wait till tomorrow, but he said no, he was going to deliver them, so he's just running late today. So what you got, Matt? I'm interrupting you. Butter and...
avocado oil and butter. I'm going to do 3 of them in this pan and 2 in that other. I'm going to put a little seasoning on there, just whatever you like. This is actually Max steak seasoning. I like it pretty good on about anything. It's awful good on eggs. A little bit of garlic powder, garlic salt, whatever this is, garlic powder. I'm going to put just a little bit of coconut aminos in there. I'm going to put just a touch of oregano in there also. I like oregano. It goes good on anything, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, this is about done. Now I'm going to add the onions back on top of each piece. cheese on. And then we'll just cover them up so the cheese can melt. And that'll be that.
Now that Matt's got the chicken ready, I've got some oil heating to fry the squash in. I've got my pan in the oven that I'm going to pour my cornbread in. And then we decided that Matt would do the corn on the porch just because I'm running out of eyes in here. I'll have to take my 2 big eyes to do the squash. So we've got that Camp Chef. It's so handy to boil water or anything like that. So he can just have the water boiling out there, and then once we're ready for the corn, he can throw them in. Looks like my oil's about ready. I'll let it go just a minute more, and then I'll start putting the squash in. When I was out shucking the corn, I forgot because of the thunder about onions, so I ran back out and pulled up some green onions so we could have those too. This is really going to be a feast.
Well, I'd say they are. I've always heard a lot of good things about them.
Started to get the first batch out and put the second batch in. I think we're almost ready to eat. Just taking up the cornbread. It is pouring the rain outside. I hope the delivery man waits until the rain quits. Of course, he's got to deliver whenever he's ready to, but I just hope the rain has quit by the time he gets here. So he don't get wet, Matt don't get wet, and our stuff don't get wet. Matt's got the corn in the boiling water on the porch. I've got the squash, got the chicken. I think we've got everything. I think as soon as he brings in the corn, I think we're ready to eat. Looks delicious.
Oh, yeah.
That may be the star of the show there. I don't know though,
Yeah, it will.
Matt's chicken looks awful good too.
I'd rather have good corn, the best chicken that's ever been on the planet. I'd rather have the corn.
And then cornbread is the staff of life for us. So you can't beat that too with some cucumbers and some onions. I don't know where I'm gonna put the squash. I guess I'll put it right in the middle. Okay, I think we're ready to eat. What do you think about this?
It's gonna be tragic.
And this chicken looks so good, and it is pretty easy, isn't it?
It's real easy.
Beating it and then letting it sit, like with the onions and the cheese, I think makes it really, really tender. You might as well just start with 2. You know you want.
Yes, ma'am. I just was worried about having enough room.
Enough. I thought you were gonna say enough for everybody, but I was gonna say, remember we got 2 for everybody.
I'm gonna have to start buying bigger plates.
Bigger plates.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't got no room for your cornbread. You're just gonna have to pile it on top.
How about that?
That looks delicious. Matt's right. There's not room on the plate, but there's not room here either. Let's see if I can do this. Maybe that will work. Look at that chicken. That's going to be delicious. Delicious. I already know the squash is because I've already been eating it while I was making it. That's if you have to cook it, you get to eat it first, right? I'm unusual. I like to cut my corn off of the cob, so I will do that here in a minute. Give me some cucumbers. Give me an onion. Of course, I gotta have a piece of cornbread. This is gonna be so good. Let me try a bite of Matt's chicken. See if it's as good as it was last time. What do you think, Matt?
I don't know. We'll see.
make
Might
it
not be 50.
easier on myself to get a knife. Oh yeah, it's so tender. I don't really need a knife. Let's see.
Come here. We'll get you bites, but you gotta come with me.
That's better than any chicken I've ever had in a restaurant. That's delicious. Delicious. I know the corn and the squash will be too. So good. So good. I hope you enjoyed seeing how Matt made the smothered chicken. If you try it, we sure hope that you like it too. This is such a feast with the fresh stuff from the garden and from Tim's garden, both of our gardens. It's going to be a real feast. And I've got hungry people over there, especially 2 little grandsons. So I'm always glad when you stop by to help me celebrate Appalachia. All right, come on and eat, people.
I'll have to find Ira's bib. Do we know where his bib from earlier?